Hey Titans, I'm Lorren Baker, your ASI Board of Directors Chair.
And I am Maria Linares, your ASI Board of Directors Vice Chair.
And you're watching Direct from the Board. Making sure that students are kept up to date is important to us.
So we're bringing you this new series every month with new episodes.
We'll be talking about what kind of resolutions we're working on, what sort of discussions that are happening, and what other things that we're planning to do.
We were elected by you, the students, so it's important to keep you up to date.
So some of you may be unfamiliar and asking, how exactly does the Board of Directors work?
The Board of Directors is made up of 2 students from each academic college.
We come together as a board and we talk about such policies and also look into advocating for each student from the respective colleges. As board representatives, the students vote to set ASI policy and advocate on behalf of their academic colleges. It's much like the U.S. Senate.
So what has the Board of Directors been up to?
We had our first meeting of the 2019-2020 term on June 3rd.
We came together to elect this term's ASI Board of Directors Chair, Vice Chair, and Treasurer Secretary.
They elected me as your chair.
And I was re-elected as Vice Chair.
Brittany Cook, who is one of the representatives for the College of Natural Science and Mathematics, was elected as her Treasurer Secretary. After that, I then called for a special meeting on July 31st so that we may fill 3 vacant positions.
We appointed Melanie Therion to serve alongside me as Board of Director for the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
We then appointed Rodolfo Calderon and Marcus Ravelis to sit and serve for the College of Education. Now that the fall semester has begun, we will be having regular meetings at 1:15 p.m. every Tuesday.
Our meetings are open to the public and are located in the TSU boardroom in the upper level in this room.
I would like to now hand it over to Wendy Barrias and Sydney Alvarez to give you a recap of what's been happening so far.
Hey everyone, I'm Sydney Alvarez.
And I'm Wendy Barrias, and together we are your Board of Directors for the College of Health and Human Development.
As Lorren mentioned before, we now have our regular scheduled meetings every Tuesday. Our first regular meeting was August 27th.
In that meeting, we had the opportunity to meet the new Vice President of Student Affairs, Harry Lee Grant.
During this meeting, he was able to introduce himself, give a little bit about his background, and answer all the questions that we had from the board.
We then heard the finance report from the ASI and Titan Student Center's budget from the 4th quarter. In that report, we were able to see what was spent during the 4th quarter.
On September 3rd, we had a presentation from our university president, Fran Vergy.
President Fran Vergy discussed the university's strategic plan, the campus beautification plan, and the Tuffy's graduation scholars.
Dr. Pamela Oliver, the University Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, then provided a presentation on the university's accreditation plan.
We then heard presentations from the College of Arts and the Mahalo College of Business and Economics, and you can read more about these presentations in the minutes from the September 3rd meeting, which can be found on our website at asi.fullerton.edu.
In the following meeting on September 10th, we had a presentation from Student Life and Leadership, Student Leader Academic Advising, and the Title IX Coordinator.
We then had a discussion to provide feedback to our ASI president about our campus's social justice concerns.
The board suggested that we should have more trainings to ensure that more students understand the different perspectives and are mindful of the language that they use.
We also discussed the importance of staying inclusive and not isolating people from this discussion.
We also brought up the concerns that student leaders have heard from our students with disabilities.
For this week's academic college reports, we heard from the College of Education and the College of Communications, which can be found in our September 10th meeting minutes. And that's it for now. As we get further into the semester, our meeting will have more discussions and votes.
And we'll be sure to cover it all here, direct from the board. And now, we'd like to pass back to Lorren and Maria.
Thank you, Sydney and Wendy.
We hope that their recap helped you keep up to date.
And we are here to represent you, so please reach out to us with any comments, questions, or concerns.
And to reach out to other directors, head on over to asi.fullerton.edu, hover over the Student Government tab, click on Student Leaders, and remember, ASI is ran by you, the students. Don't forget that.
Thanks for watching our first ever episode of Direct from the Board. Be sure to check us out every month so you can see how we're working hard for you. See you around.